All right, what's going on, everybody? I am your boy KJ, and this is the Art of Sound show. I think I need another intro where it just come on like the Pensado's place or something like that. Yeah, that'd be dope. I gotta figure out a way to do that on Google Plus though. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. This week has been a wonderful week. I hope it's been a wonderful week for you guys. I've attempted doing this show minutes ago and experienced some crazy issues, and I had to reboot my computer, and now we have everything back on. All right, so we're gonna dive in. Today's topic is machine dubstep. So we're gonna attempt to go into this again, showing you guys simple techniques in regards to dubstep. Dubstep is really that, like I was saying before, it's that style of music, that genre that is prevalent in a lot of music now. Especially with the film and game music. Dubstep is one of those things that yeah, that's madly requested. So that's something I've gotten into. I've actually been into it for quite some time. I did my first dubstep song a couple of years back and never finished it. So I just recently had a orchestra piece. It was supposed to be like a electronic hybrid or whatever, so I had to add that in. And pretty much what it is it's really the wobble bass that makes it dubstep. You will hear the wobble bass in heavily. That's yeah. So I've had a chance to purchase new kits inside a machine, and the kit that we'll be working out of mainly today is, as soon as my hard drive wake up, Drop Squad. Drop Squad is the kit that I purchased on the Native Instruments website, and we'll be in that. But that's not the only kit that has wobble bass and those elements that are used prevalently in dubstep. It also comes, some of the elements comes inside of Electric Vice. I've heard some in there, a Lucid Mission, which is an expansion that I did a review on my website. I said a couple of weeks ago. So if you guys check that out. There's another one, Halconian Sky. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it correct, but if I can show you guys what it looked like. Yeah, if you can kind of make that out, it's really small. I don't know if you can, but yeah, it's spelled Halcyon, Sky. So if you guys can look that up, it's got a couple of elements in there as well in regards to dubstep, and so a lot of their kits add some of that stuff in there because again, it's one of the styles that are most requested or whatever, or just make your music sound much cooler. I love it. I like it. When I heard the first time, I was like, whoa, man, that's hot. You know what I mean? I gotta do a little research and find out how it started, who started it, or whatever. But that's something relatively new. Um, but anyway, we're gonna dive right on in. A lot of the presets, as far as wobble bass, will be found inside of Massive. Massive is another plugin, or I really don't know what you would call it, but Massive is another. It's another. I don't want to say software. That's not, well, it is a software, but it's more so a plugin. But anyway, Massive is where you would go through. You go through the basses and find some wobble bass, and they have it to the point where inside of Massive they have different parameters that you can adjust. And if you need to automate those parameters, you can hit the auto button on your machine right here. You hit the auto button and you use your knobs to automate the different parameters, which is pretty cool. But from what I started earlier, I went inside of my Drop Squad into the one shot areas where some of them pre-did or whatever. And I say pre-did because they're pretty much samples they chopped off. But what I did let me see if I can go back to single note. Single note. is where, okay, all of them live, and this is the one. These are the ones I picked out. And what I did was I went inside of the sample. I just clicked off of browse and went inside my sample. Okay, and hit my arrow over to get to the type. So I changed the type to ADSR, which gives me the ability to shorten or actually, it's really this type is really, as long as you hold your finger down on the pad, and when you let off the pad, it cuts off according to how you have your parameters set over here. So I made my release as short as possible, 0 if you can. Actually, it only goes to 2.9 milliseconds. So yeah, 2.9. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear what's going on. Now this was a bass inside a massive that I was trying to go with, and I was gonna do it inside of my machine, but my keyboard works now. So we're gonna program that. I don't like building bass lines inside of a machine. I prefer the keyboard better. It's just me. But you can go inside a machine. Actually, what you can do is you can, if you decide to do it this way, you hit shift, then pad mode, because at the tip of it says keyboard. So that's just a quick way to get to the keyboard function. And then of course you need to be in pad mode in order to go an octave higher or lower or by semitone. I'm just hitting this semi button right there. But for this exercise, we're going to do everything inside the keyboard that I have in front of me. So this is what we started. Let me figure out a bass line. So we're in the key of G. I'm gonna speed it up some. It's just a little bit too slow for me. Actually, it's not. Dubstep, like the drum patterns are like, they are somewhat around there. God, they do all that all that wobbling and stuff. But I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit for me. Actually, I prefer to find some strings. Let's find some strings right quick. Contact, bow strings. This is I'm actually erase what I did before, only because I think I'm hearing something else. Yeah, erase that. Because I like that right there. I don't know where we're going with that. So I'm going to go to another bank for my strings. And we're going to shift navigate is what bring up the plugin itself inside your inside your machine. I showed you guys that a million times. All right. We'll make these strings. This is a cello. Let's see. Um, Actually, don't know what I want to do, but I'm just gonna do anything. This is mm. Yeah, that's what I thought. The lag. All right. Something like that. All right. So just a quick explanation as to what I am doing and why I'm doing it. There are several ways you can do things inside of Machine, and one way you can do things is by putting, like I said, when we visited the drop squad, which is the one shots, right? And you have all types of stuff. So for the one shots, you can actually spread them out across the pass. And in Maschine, you got unlimited groups, so it's like it doesn't matter. You can spread them out, and if you need to speed up and speed down, I'm sorry, speed up, speed down. How that sound? Speed up and slow down. The speed or the attack, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but the bass, you know, there's a speed. Pretty much there's a lot of movement in these wobble bass, right? So let me see if I can be dramatic. Okay, that one for instance. If you need to slow it down, then you can slow it down actually. And because these are sample based, you can definitely play with the tuning. And so if you adjust the pitch of it, it'll definitely slow down, or if you speed it up. But if you need it to be a certain note and you don't want it to change, that's where you will go inside of Massive and pull a wobble bass inside of there and play with the LFOs inside of there and speed or slow down, or use the animation as you need to. There's also a way to speed. Actually, it's not, because this is a sample form. So that's just one of the things you gotta live with when you playing with samples. And I'm cut it off. So probably not the best idea, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. Actually, a piano sound will probably go best with it. I guess I'm not really a fan of how this is coming out. Let's see. I think I like that. And let's mute that right quick. I'm gonna delete everything. I'm gonna delete at least all the wobble, all the wobbling. Actually, I can. So you can put it pretty much any way you want it. I just have to figure out what sounds good and what I'm doing is not sounding good. At least not to me. Usually, um, maybe I could show you guys what I did before. I'm gonna go to my pianos. To me, that's usually a great way to start off something. I actually hate this keyboard. I'm in the process of updating. So now I'm getting this delay issue again. It was only a matter of time. It was coming back to me. It found me. Let's see. Okay, I got a piano there. And I'm gonna go back to I'll just keep my so let me show you guys some wobbles inside of Massive. I promise y'all before we leave, I'm gonna do something decent. I'm gonna do something all right. It's not gonna be whack all the whole time. I'm gonna try my best as soon as I find it. Okay, Massive bass. Sub bass with the sub bass. So you gotta just play around. So that's one right there. All right. Wobble bass. Right there. And like I was saying, you can adjust the LFO speed. Okay. All right, I'm starting to feel a little bit more. I'm getting into my groove, my rhythm. Yeah. All right, let's. Okay, let me delete that. I don't like that. That's okay. I want to change some things. Yeah. And you just adjust the levels as you need to. If it's one louder than the other, we want to cut that sample. Something like that. You know, something like that. I told y'all it would be real basic, real simple. This is probably something I would never use, but just you know, showing you guys what you can do. You have two ways you could do it. Like with these expansion kicks, they come with a bunch of wobbles. You can spread them out across the pads, or you can go inside of master, like I was saying earlier, and you can play with the LFOs, the speed of the wobbles. Just create something real nice, a real decent melody. And it can be done inside a machine. It could definitely be done. It's actually pretty easy. It just took me a while to kind of get around everything because, um, as I stated before, I'm experiencing latency issues, and that bothers me. When you hit a pad and it comes out delayed, you know what I'm saying? And the reason for that is because when I do these shows, that takes away from the CPU. So I try to continue pushing forward, and going beyond that. But just wanted to show you guys um, how it can be done. And I guess I could show you guys what I did in regards to dubstep or orchestra music. Um, and this is exactly what I did. Of course, as soon as I find it, my drive is waking up sleep. I got about 3 drives on my computer, and it's like, which drive is this on? What drive is it on? Okay. All right. It's in the wrong drive. See, that's my problem. Wrong drive. All right. I think I found it. All right. So this is what I did, and this is what you could do. This is what you could potentially do. So just in case I got the real dubstep producers on here looking at it like, nah, that's not gonna work. You tried, but this is what I did. Let me make sure that you guys can hear that. I have to go to my system preference and make sure that you guys can hear. Definitely don't want to look like the fool. All right. We're gonna change this. All right, I think I got it. I think we in business. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm not gonna let you guys hear the entire song because I just can't. It's actually this is something I submitted to a library and I am still awaiting their approval. Um, so I just just want to show you guys what your song can sound like. So that's what I did not too long ago. It was I want to say a couple of days last week. It was last week that I completed this, and really I'm still not done with it. I still have other elements that I want to do to kind of polish the sound, make it sound more grand. But usually when you submit to music libraries, they will say yeah or nay. Like they can definitely hear the potential. As long as you close to done, you got everything because they made just like it, just the way it is. But who knows if they like it. But I would encourage you to before you submit anything, make sure you got it completely perfect. But it was just because I was beating the deadline and it was like I couldn't really get in everything in the song like I wanted to. But yeah. So anyway, I think that's all I wanted to show. If I don't have any questions, let's check. All right, we got a question. Okay, LN Game said, "What is this stream exactly? What is this stream about exactly?" Well, let me ask that. Well, let me answer that question. The stream is really only me showing production tips, pretty much. Whether it's Machine Studio, Logic Pro, I do not claim as the best, um, as the best producer or composer, but I do have a few things that I can share and help people with. So this is what the stream is about. And normally I'll just come up with subjects, or I may get an email, or due to the questions that I get in the Q&A area, determines if I will continue to answer that question or come back to it at a later date. That's how I choose the subjects of these streams or whatever, and I just dive in. And I do not have an agenda when I do these shows. That's the one thing that about me is different from the others. I go through things, um, production wise, and I come across real life errors, messages, uh, latency issues, and those things that you guys experience in y'all in your studio. And it's more like it's more like trial and error together. Something pop up, something happen. Maybe you guys had the same experience, and I allow my audience to help me. Give me pointers and suggestions or whatever. I do not. Once again, I'm not on these shows to proclaim like I'm the best guy. And it's really interaction between myself and the many producers that learn from whatever it is that I can show them or whatever. And I've been doing this for I say 8-9 months now. So on this particular show has been about 9 months. But what happened was I just one day had an idea to just go live and see how it would take me. And I've gotten a great response in the couple of times that I did it, so I just kept doing it. And so here we are today. Still the same concept. The basics of the shows are pretty much organic. So you got questions, please ask your questions and I'll answer them. And this more so the whole approach is this is what I do every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? I was born a producer. That's what I feel like. I've been doing this for over 16 years, but I've started out playing the drums when I was a kid. I've always played in the band, and um, I built this ear for music. I can hear, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much all I do. Like, I don't have any classical theory training, although I went to school to learn theory, but I still didn't like it wasn't no piano course. It was really more so production and whole or whatever. But it wasn't nothing to teach me how to play the piano. Um, I play the piano by ear, like as in chord by chord. Like I'm not no pianist, you know what I'm saying? So I can just hear and build from there. And I'm a drummer, so when I program drums, a lot of times I forget that I'm not playing the drums. I'm actually programming drums. But yeah, I'm always trying to perfect my sound, and that's one of the other reasons why I do these live shows is because I'm perfecting my sound and learning from you guys as well. So that's what it is here. I know that was a long answer, but I hope I helped you out. Um, Looking for placements too. The more the merrier. I have a couple of placements that are in pending status, but if I am being discovered through these shows and you want music, by all means, I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna get to work. All right. All right. So I think that's all I wanted to share for this stream. Stay tuned. Next Thursday we'll be doing the same thing, same time. Hopefully I won't have an issue. Um, Hopefully everything will run smooth next Thursday. And to even go further on in that long answer I just finished answering or explaining, I don't even know what the subject gonna be for the next stream. That's just what it is. I find something. I'll find a subject to talk about, and because this production life people live every day. I live this every day, and there's always something new and fresh, and even some old techniques that will help this growing community and whatever. So I'll always find a subject to talk about. I'm sorry that my subject about dubstep wasn't as in depth as it could be. Um, this is actually something still new to me. You know, I don't. A lot of music that I do is by um, request. So if I'm doing reggae, it's because somebody requests some reggae, and I can go in and do what I have to do. I'm not a reggae producer per se, but you know, I don't limit myself either. So people ask me, what do you do? I do everything. At least I tried. And if I can't, I have other producer buddies, other musicians that I know. I can get it done. You know, I can get it done. I can add a bass line somewhere or something. You know, it'll get done. It'll get done. Absolutely. So remember, guys, visit the website, subscribe to the site, subscribe to the channel as well. That way you'll never miss out on any videos that I put out. I still haven't had the chance to do the miking technique, how to record your vocals properly inside your DAW. I'll be working on that. I'll be releasing that one of these days. So, all right. I want to thank you guys for being patient with me. As I stated before, I started this earlier and had technical difficulties, had to reboot my computer, and now was able to get back on. I'm still hearing the latency, but like I say, you know, every day I'm getting better at this. Just like a few minutes ago, you guys were staring at my machine, and I know you guys want to see my pretty face. But anyway, every day I'm getting better and better at this, and you know, I appreciate you guys for hanging with me. You know, so if I don't have any more questions, I will be leaving in a few seconds. So I'm just gonna hang around. I know you guys got some questions, but if not, let's play that tune one more time. I don't know, maybe add some orchestra drums in there or something, you know, some boom or something, whatever. I'm just joking. When I cut this stream off, I'm about to work on something else and probably won't save. I probably will save it just in case somebody like it. I learned that, you know, just because I don't like it don't mean nobody else like it. And it'd be like, you know, that joint you did on that show, you know, what are you doing with that? Can I have that? Can I use that? And then I'll be like, oh man, I deleted that. Oh, I wish I wouldn't delete that. You know what I mean? So y'all remember to save it. Just save everything you do. Don't delete nothing, even though you don't like it. Because I don't care for this thing right here. I could continue working on it and perfect it, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, a couple of tricks or whatever. So, all right, I'm out of here. If I have no more questions, I'm out. Okay, no questions. Bye bye. See you.